Hey, my name is Nate Jones. I am graduating with a degree in mechatronics with a focus in automation controls, so industrial maintenance.
Hi, my name is Elena, and I'm graduating with an associate's degree in healthcare management.
My name is Dusty Johnson. I'm graduating with a paramedic degree.
My name is Zacharias Wynn. I'm graduating with an associate's degree in industrial engineering technology.
My name is Quentin Housley, and I'm graduating with cybersecurity.
My name is Vicaria Bayon, and I'm graduating as a licensed practical nurse from the Natchitoches campus.
My name is Charlie, and I am graduating with an ECG certification.
My name is Clifton Walker III, and I'm graduating with Associates in Industrial Engineering from the Northwest Louisiana FAME program.
My name is Margaret Craig, and I will be graduating with the Associates of Science in Nursing.
I'm Jordan Hoppick, and I'm a graduating phlebotomy major.
My name is Haley McVicker, and I'm graduating with a surgical technology degree.
I chose my major because I like to tinker and work with things and kind of fix them and make them better than they were. And with automation controls, this kind of clicked with me because I love to fix things. And like in automation, you do a bunch of tinkering and you do a bunch of making sure stuff is running the correct way and how to get it there, and using a lot of imagination in the way to get there. So troubleshooting and stuff is just my passion.
I've been in the healthcare field for like 17 years. I knew it was where I wanted to stay. So I knew in order to move up, I had to have a degree, and that's what I went after. That's why I chose this field.
I chose the paramedic degree program to help me further in my career in the fire service and also give better service to the community that we serve.
I chose this major because there's a surplus of jobs in this field and to jumpstart my career and accomplish future goals.
So I decided to choose nursing because whenever I was pregnant, I was getting videos on my social media highlighting the disparities within the medical field. This made me want to show up and be a part of the solution.
I chose this major because I want to be an ultrasound tech one day, and I chose to start with ECG.
I chose this major mostly for the on-hand experience that'll help you get a job in the future / get you ahead of everybody else who doesn't have the experience.
I chose nursing because I wanted to have a career that allowed me to be nurturing, to be patient and passionate towards people who were in the most vulnerable times of their life. Nursing gives you an array of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to help people feel better, to get better, and to be an advocate. And to continue that throughout the rest of my life is really a privilege.
I chose this major to begin my career in healthcare.
I wanted a career where I could make a difference in somebody's life. And surgeries, the OR, I love the hands-on and the surgeries and being a part of healthcare teams.
I'm very excited to finish this degree, and I love the knowing to myself that I can handle hard things, and my work ethic supersedes my ability to quit.
It has shown me that you're never too old to go after your goals. It's also shown me perseverance, strength, character, credibility, things that you wouldn't think going for a degree would show you, but it has shown you.
The knowledge that I gained during paramedic school was superior. It helps me be more confident in my skills out in the field when I'm treating patients and getting them to the hospital.
This opportunity has opened doors for me to provide for my family and to my skills.
My grandfather, he helped me get to this place that I'm at. Passed away last year, around April, around the same time this year. And finishing this degree and getting across the finish line, it means a lot to me.
It means a lot coming from the youngest of 5 and being the first generation in my family. This represents growth and perseverance. I stuck with something and I finished it. Also, with the information that I've gained in the medical field, I'm able to educate my family on those comorbidities that could be potentially harmful to us as a community. And I'm excited about that.
I feel that this degree means that I can accomplish more if I put my mind to it and I stay focused and I stay motivated within myself.
This degree being a nurse not only means another step forward in life for me, but another step closer to getting my bachelor's. So this journey has been a long one, but a great one and a great time.
This degree represents countless hours of studying, long clinical rotations, and pushing beyond the point I thought I was capable of. To me, this degree is more than just an accomplishment. It is the foundation of the nurse that I want to be.
Earning this degree actually means a lot to me because I'm a first-year college student.
Payoff for missing a lot of my kids' fun activities at school, field trips, waking them up in the mornings, Thanksgiving lunches, you know, it means that it was worth it.
I really enjoyed the hands-on learning, the popping out of the textbook and getting down in the bay and just working on stuff, making it better than it was, and if it's wrong, you know, figuring out what's wrong and taking care of it. Me and my professor, Mr. Mark Herner, were in a class, then we were soldering boards, PLC boards, and there was a small little lead on the table, and I kept having an issue of whether or not my thing was giving out enough output of voltage, and it was because of this little baby lead. And once he finally found that, he showed it to me, held it around in front of my face, and was like, the smallest things can cause the biggest errors. And that kind of stuck with me. So always look for the small stuff, don't just look for the big things.
My favorite part of the program has been medical terminology and healthcare law. I thought after 17 years of being in the healthcare field that I knew a lot, but I didn't. And it's taken this program to show me there's so much more out there to learn. So it has meant everything to me.
I enjoyed the instructors. They're very thorough, invested in their students. I also enjoyed meeting all the classmates and still have built some lifelong friendships.
My favorite part was working in the electrical labs, troubleshooting, and working in the industrial base.
Going to cyber club, it was fun going to that.
I really enjoy hands-on experience. When we first began working in the program, it was in the lab. So we had a lot of work with dummies. There is nothing like hands-on experience with real people, with real diagnoses, and helping taking care of them, educating them in real time. I really enjoyed that, building a rapport with my patients, getting to know them, and getting to see the process of them getting better.
I enjoyed learning about all of the different rhythms of the heart, learning the ECG monitors, and practicing on my classmate. Ms. McGee made the class very fun this semester.
My favorite part about the program has been the clinical experiences. I get to utilize everything I've learned in the classroom and the sim lab in a real life situation dealing with a patient. I get to understand the patient as a whole and not just the disease. I get to establish rapport with patients, relationships with them, and grow not just as a nurse, but as a human being.
My favorite part of the program was not only the hands-on experience, but just actually learning in depth the things that I need to know for the healthcare system and to become a great phlebotomist.
Clinicals. Definitely when we got into clinicals and we were actually hands-on in the OR during surgeries, you know, passing instruments, you know, counting the instruments, making sure the surgeries are running smooth, like just being a part of the surgeries.
Shortly after BPCC, I will be getting married to my beautiful fiance, Alexis Brown. And after that, I will be working at a refinery that both Mr. Mark and Mr. Dan have recommended to me, and I have achieved a job at. And I can't wait to troubleshoot things and to be depended on to do what I learned in the classroom in the real world, and to troubleshoot and to do the things I love to do.
I want to go back into the clinical management field, and I feel that BPCC has prepared me to get back into the field that I love so much.
I've recently received a promotion at work. My new hours are Monday through Friday. Get to stay home with my family, get to see them every day. So just blessed.
My next step is to get a job and to eventually become a maintenance manager.
So when I'm out in the field, in the real world, I'm confident in my skills.
I plan to work at the cardiac clinic in Natchitoches. I feel like BPCC has definitely prepared me in a way of when I first started, I had no prior medical experience in this field. And also with delegating roles, I feel confident that I know what my specific role is and what tasks that I can delegate to maybe a CNA, or what tasks that I feel not as confident in doing, and maybe that the RN can take over.
After graduation, I will be getting into the ECG field immediately, and I will continue going to school to accomplish my ultrasound tech degree.
My next steps after graduation, I plan to attend the Louisiana Tech University to get my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering.
After graduation, I plan on pursuing my bachelor's of nursing, along with working as a cardiac step-down nurse and also at a mental health institution in my local town.
So what's next for me is I want to be a doctor, so I'm continuing my education.
I'm ready to get to work. I'm ready to log as many surgeries as I possibly can.
I would like to shout out my mom and my dad for being there for me, for the late nights of school, and then having to wake up early in the morning to go to work, them just staying up till I got home to make sure I got home okay, and to wake me up if I needed that wake-up call to get to work. I want to shout out both my teachers, Mr. Mark and Mr. Dan, for just helping me achieve things I never thought I could, and to learn things I never thought I could. And to my beautiful fiance, Alexis, for staying the late nights up with me, drinking coffee, drinking energy drinks, and just making me assured that I was gonna make it.
I would like to thank my family. They have been with me every step of the way, picking up my slack when I had to devote my time to classes. I would also like to thank my advisors. Not only did they answer every question that I've ever asked, they've also done it with encouragement and knowledge. Thank you. Thank you to everyone.
I'd like to thank my wife and kids, Shauna, River, and Walker. I'd also like to thank Benton Fire District number 4 for investing in me, and also Fire Chief J.T. Wallace Jr.
First of all, I want to thank God for blessing me to be in this opportunity. I want to thank my mom and my dad for supporting me. I also want to thank my siblings for supporting me and my girlfriend for supporting me.
I'd like to thank my family, Professor Rondo, Mr. Hall, and Professor Hardy. They all helped me along my way.
So I would just like to thank my mother-in-law for instilling this possibility in my life. She graduated as a mid-adult with her BSN in nursing, and she told me, V, I think you can do it. If I could do it, you can do it. And that really gave me the motivation to push forward and persevere. And I would just also like to thank my husband for supporting me in every aspect along the way. Mentally, physically, emotionally. He was there with the long nights. He was there helping us take care of our daughter. And she's probably sitting there down there in the crowd. Hey, baby. And I just want to thank them for just being my push and my motivation. I really appreciate y'all.
I would like to give a great big shout out to my mom and dad for making this year possible for me. We've had a lot of trying moments and times, but we have made it through together. I want to say thank you for pushing me to be my best, giving me advice when needed, and supporting me through these times.
There's a lot of y'all. I love y'all. Let me start with my mom, my dad. Thank y'all for all y'all do for me, getting me here to this point, pushing me to be better each and every day. Shout out to all the advisors, administration that's giving me the help I need, the extra pushes. Mr. Hickman, Hasim, Hirschberger, thank you, Angie. Also, a special thanks to my brother and my girlfriend who always pushed me to be a better version of myself each and every day. And last but not least, giving thanks to God, being able to wake up, see another day, pushing me further to be my best, do my best each and every day. Thank you, and love you, Fame boys.
First and foremost, I would love to thank God, because without God, I'm nothing. I would love to thank my husband for being there for me spiritually, emotionally, financially, supporting me throughout this whole program, along with my beautiful children. I would love to thank my friends, Carly Jackson and Aisha Weathers, for holding me accountable, for always being there for me to study long hours before tests, after tests, for supporting me, and also being a shoulder to lean on, to cry on, to vent to, and to have some great laughs throughout this experience. I would love to thank my instructors for being open to answering any questions or concerns I had, and also being a wealth of knowledge and understanding about healthcare. And lastly, all of the students, my fellow students, because we all worked hard to get here, and this is a great accomplishment for all of us.
I first and foremost want to give a shout out to my sweet husband, Chris, because he believed in me whenever I didn't believe in myself. Of course, my kids, Ashton and Declan, I love them so very much. and my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at because they helped me a lot with my kids.
There's so many people I want to thank, but we're going to cut it short and sweet. My husband, Josh, my 2 babies, Carter and Cypress, for their unwavering support, and my mom and dad. I couldn't have done any of it without them. Thank y'all. I love y'all.
Good morning and welcome. Graduation is one of the most meaningful moments in the life of our college, and we're honored you're here today. At Bossier Parish Community College, we believe in something simple and powerful. Students succeed when they feel cared for, truly known, supported, and seen. That belief is why BPCC is designated a caring campus. And that designation is more than a label. It's a promise that every person who walks through our doors will be met with empathy, dignity, and a genuine commitment to their success.
You can see that promise across campus in the instructor who gives you the confidence to take on challenges you didn't think you could. The advisor who listens closely to your goals. And the staff member who pauses to make sure you're okay. These moments may seem small, but they are intentional. They build connection and confidence. They remind students that they're not on this journey alone.
Every student has a story. Maybe you balanced full-time work, raised a family, or returned to school after years away. Maybe you were like me, and you were the first in your family to step onto a college campus. Whatever your path, you came here with hope, and sometimes with uncertainty. Our job was to meet you where you were. Because at BPCC, you don't have to fit a mold to belong. You already do.
You'll see that commitment throughout the campus. In student life events that create belonging, like Coachella, Friendsgiving, and other celebrations. In our free counseling services, because mental health matters. In the Conferring Care Center, where students find essential support when life gets heavy. In mentorship programs and student groups that build connection and community. And in our learning commons, where free tutoring is timely, high quality, and personalized.
Most of all, you see it in our faculty and staff. They meet students where they are, help them find their next step, and ensure that no one has to navigate this journey alone. Their work is rooted in a simple promise: to serve, to guide, and to create pathways to success for every learner.
Today, as we prepare to celebrate our graduates, we also celebrate the values that brought them here and the people who supported them along the way. BPCC remains dedicated to creating a place where potential is recognized, nurtured, and achieved.
Thank you for being a part of the celebration. Thank you for believing in BPCC and in the promise of education done with heart. Please enjoy today's ceremony and join us in honoring the remarkable graduates of Bossier Parish Community College.
Please be seated. Well, good morning and welcome. I am Holly French Hart, and I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Institutional Effectiveness for Bossier Parish Community College. On behalf of our administration, faculty, and staff, I want to thank you for joining us today to celebrate our graduates. Our ceremony will now begin, and we would respectfully ask that you silence your cell phones during our ceremony. However, we encourage you to express your pride for these graduates by applauding and cheering.
We are so very proud of these graduates, and while we will spend the next hour celebrating that achievement, we have a special welcome and congratulations to our BPCC graduates in recognition of all that they have accomplished. Graduates and guests, I bring you a special message from the governor of this great state of Louisiana, Jeff Landry.
Hello, everyone. This is Governor Jeff Landry. I want to congratulate the 2026 graduates of Bossier Parish Community College. And also a huge shout out to Richard Nelson, our great commencement speaker today. This is a big accomplishment, and your hard work has paid off, and you should be proud. This is just the start of what is ahead. You are the future of Louisiana, and I know that you will make a difference in your communities and beyond. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Louisiana is proud of you, and we want you to stay in Louisiana.
Let us begin our commencement exercises by standing for a moment of reflection. Each commencement is special, and it is appropriate for us to give thanks in our own ways for the success of these graduates. Please join me in a moment of silent reflection to meditate upon the sacrifices that our graduates and their loved ones have made during this journey, and to reflect upon their achievement we celebrate today in honor of this occasion. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ms. Caitlin Francis, Student Government Association President for 2025-2026, followed by the National Anthem sung by Ms. Jordan Holmes, Performing Arts graduate.
Gentlemen, if you will please take off your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Graduates, commencement marks a milestone in your lives. As you begin this new journey, please join me in thanking a very important group of people, your parents, your family members, and your friends. They are also guests of honor at today's celebration. Bossier Parish Community College is proud to be designated as a Governor's Military and Veteran-Friendly Campus by the Louisiana Board of Regents. And for the 15th consecutive year, we were awarded the distinction of being a military-friendly school, as well as a top 10 military-friendly spouse school, reflecting our exceptional commitment to supporting military members, veterans, and their families. If you are able, please stand if you are on active duty, if you are retired or a veteran. On behalf of Bossier Parish Community College, we want to thank you for your service to our country. As some of you may know, Bossier Parish Community College has been serving our community for nearly 60 years. Our college has a rich history of serving our community, and today we are proud to have over 130 credentials, including over 30 associate degrees. And we continue to identify credentials of value that give our students a clear path and an advantage for entering the workforce. This spring, between our 3 campuses, we are celebrating the graduation of 893 students, earning 1,008 credentials. Many of our students have brought distinction to themselves and to the college through their academic achievements. And in the commencement program, you will see that there are honors distinctions symbolized by the cords that our graduates are wearing. Additionally, we want to recognize our foundation scholars among this class. And you will notice their medallions that they are wearing as they walk across the stage to receive their diplomas. Congratulations to all of you for this achievement. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of our platform party and special guests. Dr. Mary Adams, Dean, Division of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dr. Quentin Calhoun, Dean, the Division of Business and Information Technology. Michael Whitaker, Dean, the Division of Nursing and Allied Health. Dr. Matthew Broxson, Interim Dean, the Division of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Wally Babcock, our Registrar. Dr. Rick Bateman Jr., Chancellor. Richard Nelson, President of Louisiana Community and Technical Colleges. Dr. Jennifer Lawrence, Vice Chancellor of External Affairs and Chief of Staff. Joseph Brownlee, Executive Dean for Industry Partnerships. And Caitlin Francis, 2025-2026 SGA President. At this time, especially in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week, I would also like to recognize another very important group of individuals, the faculty. Would you please stand? I would also like to recognize the distinguished staff who are here in the audience to help with our commencement ceremony and to support our graduates. Please stand to be recognized.
As Chancellor, it's my privilege at graduation to introduce the commencement speaker. Richard Nelson serves as president of the Louisiana Community and Technical College System, leading 12 colleges across the state in advancing workforce development, economic growth, and student success. A native of Mandeville, he earned degrees in biological engineering and law from Louisiana State University. Nelson previously served 7 years in the U.S. Department of State's Foreign Service with assignments in Washington, D.C., Germany, and the Republic of Georgia. After returning to Louisiana, he worked in the private sector and was elected to the Louisiana House of Representatives, where he championed initiatives to improve early literacy and reduce public debt. Governor Jeff Landry later appointed Nelson as Secretary of the Louisiana Department of Revenue, where he helped lead the state's historic 2024-2025 tax reforms. These reforms supported major new investment and job creation across Louisiana, including our own region here in Northwest Louisiana. President Nelson is committed to expanding workforce pathways and economic opportunity for all Louisianans. Please join me in a warm BPCC welcome to our commencement speaker, President Richard Nelson.
Good morning, everybody. Graduates, families, faculty, and friends, thank you for letting me be part of this moment that represents years of persistence, sacrifice, and if you're like me, probably enough caffeine to power a small city. I'd also like to thank the governor for that shout out, and also, some of you may know, beating me in the 2023 gubernatorial election, at the same time hiring me then to come and help fix Louisiana's problems. Just goes to show you, you can sometimes pull victory out of the jaws of defeat. Now, to the graduates of Bossier Parish Community College, congratulations, you made it. You balanced work, family, deadlines, group projects where nobody else pulled their weight. And at least one class, you're probably still wondering what the heck the professor was talking about. And yet here you are with caps on, tassels ready, and futures wide open. There is no one more prepared to meet the challenge of the future than you are here today. Now, I've been around higher education long enough, about 128 days actually, to know that commencement speeches should be three things: inspiring, memorable, and short enough that nobody's checking their watches. Now, I'll try to do all three, but if I mess it up, hopefully at least it'll be quick. Now, it's a real honor for me to stand here today as the president of Louisiana's Community Technical Colleges. This system exists for one reason, and that's people like you. People who are determined to build better communities, stronger families, and better lives. And if my own journey has taught me anything, it's that the path forward is rarely straight, but it's always worth it. Now, I didn't grow up thinking one day I'd be giving commencement speeches. In fact, I tried out to do the commencement speech at my high school, and I lost. Some of you will probably figure out why soon. But like many of you, my path has been shaped by opportunities, setbacks, and the occasional moment where I had to figure things out on the fly. I've worked all over the world as a diplomat for the U.S. Department of State. I worked in the private sector as a legislator in the House of Representatives, and as finally Secretary of Revenue, and now as president of the system. And I've learned at least one truth. Progress happens when ordinary people do extraordinary things, and they do it again and again. And let me tell you, what you guys have done here today is extraordinary. Community college students don't just go to school. You juggle responsibilities. You worked full-time jobs. Many of you raised children. And some of you came back to school after years away, wondering if you still had it in you. Spoiler alert, you did. You didn't just earn a credential, you proved something about yourself. Now, today's a celebration. It's also a transition. And transitions can be exciting. They can also be terrifying. You might be thinking, am I ready? What's next? Will my new job go well? Do I really understand how taxes work? I'll tell you, nobody does, so don't worry about it. Here's one thing though, you don't have to have everything figured out. In fact, if you do, I'd like to borrow your notes. No plan I've ever made has ever worked out like I thought. And as the saying goes, men plan, God laughs. What you really need is momentum. Never stop moving forward. Think about what got you here. It wasn't perfection. It wasn't certainty. It was showing up again and again, especially on the days when it would have been easier not to. That habit of showing up is more powerful than ability alone. And let me offer you a few thoughts as you step into what's next. First, your story matters. Every one of you has a story that brought you to this stage. Maybe it's a story of perseverance, maybe it's a story of second chances, but no matter what, it's a story that's still being written. Don't underestimate the value of that story. It gives you perspective, it gives you resilience, and one day it might give somebody else the courage to keep going. Second, success is not a straight line. You will have setbacks, plans will change, you'll take a job that turns out not to be the one, and at some point you might be asking ChatGPT at 2 a.m., what do I do now? That's not failure, my friends, that's life. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid obstacles, they're the ones who adapt, who learn, and who keep going anyway. Third, I would say, stay connected. You didn't get here alone, whether it's family, friends, professors, or that one classmate who gave you the notes when you missed class, people have helped you along the way. Keep those connections strong. And as you move forward, be that person for someone else. Because here's the truth, success is much better when it's shared. And finally, my personal favorite, never lose your sense of humor. Life will throw you challenges. Some of them will be serious. Some of them will be less so, like replying all to an email and letting the whole company know that you want the fish tacos for lunch. In those moments, being able to laugh, especially at yourself, is not only helpful, it's necessary. Now, as you leave here today, you're stepping into a world that needs you. Louisiana needs you. We need skilled workers, innovative thinkers, people who care about their communities. We need folks who are willing to roll up their sleeves and do the difficult work. And that's exactly what community and technical college graduates do. You're builders. You build careers, you build families, and you build communities. And ultimately, you will build a stronger state. And that's not just important, it's essential. So as you walk across this stage, remember this. You belong in the rooms you're about to enter. You're capable of more than you think. And you've already proven yourself you can do hard things. Now, before I close, I want you to take a moment right now and think about everything it took for you to get here. The early mornings, the late nights, the doubts you pushed through, and the people who supported you. This moment is yours. You earned it, and no one can ever take it away from you. Graduates, I'm proud of you. Your families are proud of you. This college is proud of you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Congratulations again to the class of 2026. Go forward, stay determined, and maybe, just maybe, get a good night's sleep tonight. You deserve it. Thank you very much.
President Nelson said a moment ago he's been on the job for 120 days. I'll tell you, having worked with him for the last few months, he's learned about us well. He understands our mission. He understands our students, and you heard that in his address. But he also said he wouldn't talk about that email I sent about the fish tacos, but he keeps doing it. Please give President Nelson one more round of applause. The associate degrees, technical diplomas, and academic certificates will now be conferred. Dr. Holly French-Hart, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Institutional Effectiveness, will present the candidates. Mr. Brian Wally Babcock, our registrar, will award the candidates their degrees, diplomas, and certificates, assisted by the academic deans.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Chancellor Bateman, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for associate degrees, technical diplomas, and academic certificates by successfully completing curricula offered by the divisions of Bossier Parish Community College. I am pleased to recommend to you, with the confirmation of the faculty and the academic deans, that they be awarded these credentials, as is in each case appropriate, in recognition of their academic accomplishments and achievements.
Upon your recommendation and by the authority vested in me by the Louisiana Community and Technical College Board of Supervisors, I do hereby award you the associate degrees, technical diplomas, and certificates as indicated.
Symbolic of your graduation, would you now move your tassels from the right to the left? Will the graduates on the first row please remain standing and all others be seated? For those seated, the marshals will indicate when you are to stand and move forward. Will those standing come forward and receive your degrees and certificates? For the Certificate of General Studies, Mario Thomas Bino. Matthew Chadwick Bozeman. Summer McKinley Brackett. Summer is also a BPCC Foundation Scholar and Phi Theta Kappa member. Jaira Khalees Champion. Jaira is a dual enrollment student. Destiny Craver. Taylor Mackenzie Critton. Jada Dillard. Kiara Ely. Tangela Ely. Teresa Espinoza. Teresa is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Alexis Jackson. Brittany Gabrielle Reno. Brittany is a Phi Theta Kappa member. William Butler III. William is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Kylie Lynn Ryan. Madison Tillman. Madison is a dual enrollment student. Catherine Tynes. Catherine is a dual enrollment student and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Debrecia Walton. Jacqueline Rose Webb. Matthew Willis. Matthew is a dual enrollment student. For the Certificate of Technical Studies in Communication Media, Cooper Childers. Cooper is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Jasmine Danae Smith. For the Certificate of Technical Studies in Criminal Justice Investigation. Israel Baskins. Brandon Moss. Natasha Shantez Wilson. Rita Emond. LaQuarian Harris. LaShondria Hunter. Sean McDonald. For the Technical Diploma in Medical Legal Death Investigation. Charity Tinu Yazwe. Tinu Yazwe. For the Associate of Applied Science and Communication Media. Dwayne Gibran Boone. Savannah Bordelon. Dale Copper III. Malia Dooley. Malia is a Phi Theta Kappa member. Cameron Nichols. Angel Jones Pollock. Angel is a Phi Theta Kappa member. Trevor Pollock. Trevor is a Phi Theta Kappa member. Olivia Claire Russell. Logan C. Schofield. Taya M. Thompson. For the Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice. Anthony Simons. Samuel Dowden. Samuel is a Phi Theta Kappa member. Halasia DeTreasure Etheridge. Halasia is a Phi Theta Kappa member. LaQuisha Farrell. Yasmin Galarzo. Yasmin is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Kennedy Julian Howard. Callie Alyssa Osby. Jay Grayson Polk. Sage Michaela Seitz, member of Phi Theta Kappa. Kalia Shavion Washington. For the Associate of Arts in Performing Arts. Catherine Marie Carpenter. Catherine is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Jordan Denicia Holmes for the Associate of General Studies degree. Jericho D.M. Anderson. Jericho is a dual enrollment student. Sydney McKaylin Bates. Sydney is a dual enrollment student. Caleb Belton. Juliana Bosco. Sharonica Brown. Reagan Arlene Cannon. Reagan is a dual enrollment student. Alyssa Hope Clifton. Alyssa is a dual enrollment student. Portia Renee Coleman. Zaman Curtis Wilson. Zaman is a dual enrollment student. Morgan Cheyenne Fonse. Morgan is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Chelsea Lynn Fortman. Delton James Fowler. Delton is a dual enrollment student. Layla Diane Garrett. Layla is a dual enrollment student. Mackenzie Grace Gaspard. Mackenzie is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Michelle Thompson Hart. Aiden Usuri Hayes. Aiden is a dual enrollment student. Jacqueline Marie Hughes. Christian Simon Monday. Christian is a Phi Theta Kappa member. Laura Elizabeth Morado. Valtia Tylen Palmer. Brianna J. Pillows. Hannah Williams Powell. Taylor Lynn Robertson. Taylor is a dual enrollment student and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Isabella Rose Rodriguez. Isabella is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Allison Smith. Isabel Kate Stroud. Tobin Elizabeth Waller. Randy Nicole Watson Diaz. Jordan K. White. Carmen Alexis Willis. Brian Demetrius Wright, Jr. Brian is a dual enrollment student. Shakaya Wyatt. Shakaya is a dual enrollment student. Sydney Millay. Sydney is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Jordan Mylan Allen. Natalie Brooke Lee. For the Associate of Science in Teaching, Carice Leonie Brown. Carice is also a Phi Theta Kappa member. Madison Taylor Kaysen. Taylor Hughes. Caitlin Marie Krutoff. Caitlin is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Michaela Emma O'Neill. Michael Anaya Smith. For the Associate of Arts, Louisiana Transfer, Fine Arts. Kimberly Ann Kenny. Kimberly is a dual enrollment student. For the Associate of Arts, Louisiana Transfer in Mass Communications. Shinoba Jean Bursey. Shinoba is also a Phi Theta Kappa member. For the Certificate for Basic Management. Maya Evans. Shatiran George. Kamicha Parish. For the Certificate in Bookkeeping. Amber Lynn Jacobs. For the Certificate in Business Associate. Leslie D. Hudson. Brittany Western. For the Certificate in Computer Repair. Amy Johnette Cady. Zachary Michaels. For the Certificate in Culinary Arts. James Ross Bates, Jr. For the Certificate in Fiber Optics. Maxavia Wiggins. Ariana Smith. Jordan Goldsmith. For the Certificate in Network Security. Kendra Bass. Kendra is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. For the Certificate in Accounting Technology, Account Clerk. Ellie Cooper. Georgiana Jonte Wright. For the certificate in business entrepreneurship, Kivara Shaquel Jamerson. For the certificate of technical studies in healthcare management, Dickie McManus Travinsky. Dickie is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. For the technical diploma in business office technology, Rachel Walker. Rachel is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. For the technical diploma in cosmetology, Caitlin Marie Horn. Kinley Ann Powell. For the technical diploma in culinary arts, Charmaine Walker. For the Associate of Applied Science in Business Administration, Carmen Drayden. April Incolade. April is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Layla Ann Harris. Christina Kelly. Caberlin O. Kimball. Caberlin is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Tiffany Denise Lynn. Joshua Cole Madden. Molly Petty. Benjamin E. Phillips. Benjamin is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Nicole Lynn Post. Ashley N. Rape. Hannah Catherine Sasser. Hannah is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Nicholas Ryan Scholmeyer. Douglas E. Skelton II. Brianna Nicole Sullivan. Lee Ann Touch. Jordan Markeel Washington. Caitlin M. Webb. Jerry Ann Williams. Peggy Renee Wilson. For the Associate of Applied Science and Computer Information Systems, Jace Alexander Garza. Jace is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Robert Harris. Zachy Hogue. Damian Tyrell Moore. Damian is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. For the Associate of Applied Science in Culinary Arts, Devin Juwan Chisley. Kayla Marie Clark. Mitchell Huber. Mitchell is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Kennedy Marie Kerrigan. Lakeisha Rice. Danielle Alicia Sanson. Danielle is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Jeremy Scheffler. Jeremy is a dual enrollment student. Shaquela Cheyenne Thomas. Zachary Turner. Zachary is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. For the Associate of Applied Science in Cyber Security, Brady Davis Barger. Matthew Thomas Harrison. Matthew is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Matthew Paul Henry. Quentin Maurice Housley. Quentin is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Akira J. Ivy. David Alicia Moon. Jacoby Randolph Stuman. For the Associate of Applied Science in Systems Administration, Isaiah Williams. For the Associate of Arts Louisiana Transfer in Business, Jennifer Carter Boyd. Jennifer is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. For the Associate of Science in Healthcare Management, Chelsea Lynn Kane. Amber Chantel James. Elena Louise Lovelady. Alasima Boris Stevenson. Alasima is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Shakira Z. Warren. For the Certificate in ECG Telemetry Technician, Caitlin Marie Bearden. Charlie Brown. Latasha Moore. For the Certificate in Emergency Medical Technician, Dewey Graham. Noah Bannon. Chaz Nathaniel Hudson. Brianna Leanne Oakley. Brianna is a dual enrollment student. Haley Thompson. Jayla Washington. Nicholas Alexander Woods. Maya Shanice Perry for the Certificate in Medical Records and Billing Assistant. For the Certificate in Medical Unit Coordinator, Casey Michelle Carter. Shanika C. Ellis. For the Certificate in Nursing Assistant, Brianna Nicole Jackson. Brianna is a dual enrollment student. Jada Nicole Lawrence. Jada is a dual enrollment student. Samantha Josephine Kamari Wilkerson. Samantha is a dual enrollment student for the Certificate of Technical Studies in Medical Assistant. Julie Kathleen Dolan. Deanna Marche Washington. For the Certificate of Technical Studies in Paramedics, Stephen Bryant. For the Certificate of Technical Studies in Pharmacy Technician, Raven James. Jonathan Mitchell Thomas. For the Certificate of Technical Studies in Phlebotomy, Sarah Avery. Alicia Brianna Blankenship. Skylar Blow. Morgan Bordelon. Jordan Brianne Hoppock. Brittany L. Lindsay. Aaliyah Oglesby. Aaliyah is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Jayla D'Angela Parker. Jakia Linnea Smith. Michelle Nichelle Smith. Savannah Timms. Jessica M. Vines. For the Technical Diploma in Practical Nursing, Andrea Garland. Madeline Elise Britt. Kiara Hall. Alana Jones. Colton Kenley. Arletta Leggett. Zion Lilly. Shavonda McKeever. Candace Nicole Osorio Espino. Whitney Michelle Piro. Ariel Stewart. Isaiah Malik Sykes. Melanie Felice Worthy. For the Associate of Applied Science degree in Fire Science. Joseph Ball. Thomas Houston. Thomas is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Samuel Janet. Brian L. Johnson. Tasia Kalia Kopoiki. Antron Jermel Mitchell. Clifford William Nix. Clifford is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Tedrick Reitzel. For the Associate of Applied Science and Paramedic. Bailey Elizabeth Anderson. Benjamin N. Sullivan. For the Associate of Applied Science and Pharmacy Technician. Madeline McCall Montgomery. Madeline is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Vashanti Nike Moore. Vashanti is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Stephanie Elizabeth Woods. For the Associate of Applied Science and Physical Therapy Assistant. Heather Rochelle Bogus. Cameron Cooley. Daniel Garrett Krellen. Kaya Lael David. Jordan Cheyenne Layton. Dia Ashiel McMullen. Austin James Walpole. For the Associate of Applied Science in Practical Nursing. Jada K. Aldridge. Brianna Brimsey. Alicia Brown. Kenethia Raviere Brown. Sharon D. Brown. Nancy E. Campbell. Shapri T. Cobbs. Caitlin B. Danzy. Jamie Lee Davidson. Jamie is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Hayden Denman. Jasmine Brianna Doty. Rodkemia Edwards. Morgan Fitzpatrick. Kiera Ford. Kiara Franklin. Tony K. Gates. Kaya Holland. Kaylee Page Jones. Philip Wayne Jones, Jr. Brittany N. Kirkendall. Brittany is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Tessa Michelle. Maji Sake Ngose. Taylor Olmstead. Sarah Ann Oriana. Sarah is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Brianna Owens. Kiana Pearson. Samantha Jade Pirley. Tori Alexis Reich. Desmond Ivy Robinson. Mariah A. Robinson. Alexia Malia Rock. Erilyn Denise Sanders. Casey Sepulvedo. Casey is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Tajay Simon. Marley Braden Sims. Kayla Marie Smith. Ashley Sparkman. Brianna G. Sias. Vicaria A. Taylor. Vicaria is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Bethany M. Walker. Bethany is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Lakeisha M. Washington for the Associate of Applied Science in Surgical Technology. Tramisha Nicole Adkins. Brittany Lynn Almond. Maya Curry. Macy Michelle Dodson. Nawal Hojali. Nawal is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Taylor J. Harper. Haley Marie McVicker. Brooke O. Moradell. Marissa Lynn Strong. Kenyon Williams. Skylar Page Wingfield for the Associate of Science in Nursing. Brianna Anderson. Brianna is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Brittany Bernard. Brittany is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Madison Bryn Butler. Alicia Corrente. Alicia is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Victoria Danielle Dillon. Carson Avery Felicia. Carson is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Zoe Grubbs. Zoe is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Jill B. Halloran. Wesley Hiscock. Adam Maurice Holgan. Adam Marie is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Jessica Horn. Allison Elizabeth Hutto. Allison is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Carly Divine Jackson. Mariah Monique Halomo. Mariah is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Roderick Kelly, Jr. Madison Alexis Kincaid. Tiffany L. Layfield. Elizabeth Diane Lee. Elizabeth is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Marianne E. Lofton. Isela Ene Perez. Amanda Michelle Rhodes. Amanda is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Nikisha Richardson. Sydney Marie Nicole Rogers. Kaylee Denise Scott. Mackenzie Alexis Shumake. Carrie M. Seitz. Elena Brianne Spearman. Carly Waltrip. Aisha Shawanda Weathers. David Witcher for the certificate in industrial technician. Dominatia Hill. Kestany Renee Hopkins. Angela Diane McGee. Kitty Bernice Montiel. ABC Shataria Smith. Jalen George Graham. Jalen is a BPCC Foundation Scholar with a Certificate of Technical Studies in Welding 1. Dilecta Marche Williams with a Certificate of Technical Studies in Advanced Welding Technology. Justin Gomez. DeCarlo Cordova for the Certificate of Technical Studies in Arc Welder. Jermaine Thomas, Jr. Jermaine is a BPCC Foundation Scholar for the Certificate of Technical Studies in Engineering Graphics. Ian Christopher Kindler. Ian is also a member of Phi Theta Kappa for the Certificate of Technical Studies in Instrumentation and Electronics. Henry Anderson. Wesley James Rogers For the technical diploma in electrician technology, Ethan Duplician. He is a dual enrollment student. Michael Remides Jr. For the technical diploma in welding, Talaria Gaines Sr. Lamisha Sheree Hudson. Leonardo Mauricio Angel. For the Associate of Applied Science in Industrial Engineering Technology, Jonathan Philip Brassfield. Jeffrey Todd Clyde. Dante Thomas Joseph Dublé. Jacob Grant. Jacob is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Wayne Harley III. Wayne is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Brandon J. Howard. Brandon is a Phi Theta Kappa member. Blaine Florence. Blaine is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Kadarion Lampkin. Kadarion is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Ryan Niemeller. Clifton O'Neill Walker III. Clifton is a BPCC Foundation Scholar and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Zacharias Warnell Wynn. Zacharias is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. For the Associate of Science in Engineering, Carson Davis Polk. Carson is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Edward D. Givens. Maxim Marcus David McClatchy. Maxim is a dual enrollment student. For the Associate of Science in General Science, Christina M. Earhart. Miriam Bennett. Miriam is a dual enrollment student and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Vanity Nicole DeSico. Alyssa Paige Dupre. Tamia Edwards. Christina Grace Gegg. Christina is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Kaylee Ann Goss. Ethan Jean. Ethan is a BPCC Foundation Scholar. Marnicia Sanae Johnson. Carly Jones. Carly is a member of Phi Theta Kappa for the Associate of Science Louisiana Transfer in Biological Sciences. Brianna Nicole Brinkerhoff. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you our spring 2026 graduating class of Bossier Parish Community College. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, I would like to thank you for your attendance at today's graduation ceremony. Will the audience please remain seated for the recessional? And will the graduates, stage party, and faculty please rise?